I just finished editing this video and I'm wondering to myself why I made it. Like, what's the point? They clearly control social media, right? They've got the algorithm tailored to hurt anyone who says things that they don't want said. They've got an army of bots and maybe sock puppet, masters controlling an army of fake accounts to downvote or report your content if you say things that they don't like. And I don't believe that the woke females, who I'm going to be talking about later, are actually in charge. I think that you have to be able to wield violence. You have to have some serious power at the end of a sword in order to truly control things at an upper echelon level. So yeah, what's the point? Why would I even make a video like this that I think, it's that good political content that should stir up some controversy and should be really interesting to people, and yet my videos of this ilk never do well. Either that's because my audience doesn't like the politics, or it's because I'm being somehow shadow banned, something like that. Well, the reason I'm still going to release this video is because it proves one point beyond a shadow of a doubt. They don't want you 3D printing firearms. They really don't want you 3D printing firearms. I made a video about a toy 3D printed firearm, incapable of firing bullets. I had modified the geometry so that you literally could not use it with actual firearm components, and they still have, they gave me a warning. So it's not quite a ban or whatever. It's not quite a strike on my channel, but it's pretty close, and all because of 3D printed guns. You guys know they're outlawing, well, what are they doing? In New York and in Washington State, they're making it so that you cannot sell a 3D printer unless it uses AI to track the types of files that you're printing. So they're going to keep track of exactly what it is that you're making using your 3D printing. Why are they so terrified of 3D printed firearms? I don't know, but they are. And in the interest of freedom, because I am an American, all the way back to the Pilgrims, that's how American I am. And I think that freedom and the Second Amendment should trump all of this control. Palantir is the big evil control matrix, and they want to know everything that you're doing, like what you're 3D printing. And yeah, I think that's what this has everything to do with. So yeah, watch this video. Tell me what you think. I've been absent from YouTube. I don't know if you noticed, but this video here is the reason why. This is everything. So I made a project which was a 95% 3D printed toy folding Glock, and it's a toy. I changed the geometry before printing so that it's incompatible with an actual Glock magazine or bullets of any caliber. You just can't get them in there. They won't work. It was totally safe, and it's a toy. And I had previously made 2 other videos about toy Glocks, that being these 2, right? These are the same sort of deal, right? They're very functional. You squeeze the trigger, the slide slides, the bullets eject, same deal as my 3D printed one. And I received no pushback from YouTube. These are still monetized, and they are still on my channel. They have not been deleted. Here's an email I received yesterday, and it said if I want to review and take action, I can click here. Alternately, I'm here on my account where it shows the video has now been deleted. Now, yesterday, they were sort of threatening, and they said, do you want to do a review on it? And I said, yes, I do want to do a review on it. And that's when they deleted it, after I did the review. But you can see right here, it says that it's restrictions, terms and policies plus 2 more. So it doesn't tell me exactly what I did wrong. And it's really confusing because I went to a lot of trouble to make sure I didn't do anything wrong in the video about a toy gun. Now, I did cut my finger in that video. I was racking the slide, and it's a little lightweight plastic slide with like a stiff spring in it. It's not a real firearm. It's got some sharp edges to it, and it caught my finger, and my finger bled significantly. It bled a lot. But it wasn't my intention to get a cut finger on camera. It certainly hurt a lot. I don't really want to hurt myself. And I quickly put a Band-Aid on it and then talked about medical issues and why, I take blood thinners. So that's why I was bleeding so much. So that should fall in the realm of educational, because according to the YouTube guidelines, bodily fluids are not allowed to be shown with the intent to shock and disgust the viewers, which was absolutely not my intention. So it should never have been a video that got demonetized, let alone deleted. So let's say about a month, maybe it was 2 months. I think it was 1 month in on the video, after like 200,000 views on it, they demonetized it, which means that the views stop. The video is dead. And that is when I got demoralized about this platform, because I had sponsorships lined up, and that successful video, 200,000 views, was going to be the platform from which I was going to launch my channel. I was going to actually had a sponsorship lined up with BetterHelp, the psychology counseling service. And I was going to talk about, if you are having thoughts of self-harm, perhaps put the guns away, go lock them up, give them to somebody you trust, because your death affects everyone around you, and you shouldn't do that to the people that you love. So didn't get a chance to spread that good message because YouTube decided that a toy violated their guidelines somehow. What guidelines? I've looked at the guidelines. I went to great lengths to make sure the video did not violate guidelines. It certainly did not earn a deletion. So this morning I clicked this button here, which is supposed to activate a manual review. A real person who can think and use logic and can tell me which guidelines I violated is supposed to have viewed my video, and they decided in like an hour that I had in fact violated whatever rules. They don't tell you which rules you violated, but yeah, apparently I violated them, because very quickly I got this email back, and it says that I'm going to have a strike on my channel. No matter what, I'm getting a strike. Now the strike can be lifted after 90 days as long as I take their wrong think class. Make sure you don't have any incorrect thoughts. We want to tell you what you're supposed to think and feel, because we're YouTube and we run the world. That's how this goes. Now I'm going to take this class for real, but this is deeply insulting, because I read their guidelines. I know what they want me to think. They're wrong, right? They're wrong. YouTube is the town square, and you can't restrict speech by taking ownership of the town square. That's un-American. This is where we're supposed to have a discourse. And I went to great lengths to be polite and logical and not shocking and show an interesting project that I had made. And for that, I'm punished, and now I'm being told what to think. So I was over on the Times of Israel website. They had this headline here where they're very proud that Jewish politicians are leading the chorus calling for tighter gun laws. They're leading. Yeah, Jewish politicians leading. Imagine that. We love our Jews, right? God bless the Jews. God's favorite people, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And they just do so many wonderful things to keep America going and to keep our lives great. I love my life because of the Jews. They have such a positive impact on me. So yeah, they're the ones who are protecting us from ourselves, because we shouldn't own guns. And the problem though is if you say it, don't you say it. Okay, please, you guys, we love our Jews. Just let them lead. Let them say the things, because if you say it, if you say that they're the reason that we have gun laws and that there's just so many restrictions on firearms, you're anti-Semitic and you're full of hate. Don't hate the Jews. You guys, they're nothing but good for us. All right. If you want to stick around, I'm about to take this training and you can take it with me. Let's see what they got for us. Take a policy training. Remove the warning. Have your warning expire in 90 days. I do not consent to this, but I would like to not have a permanent check on my channel. What's next? We're going to get into Clockwork Orange thing. Let's pry my eyeballs open so I have to see whatever it is you want to show me. All right, I'm being a little histrionic there, aren't I? Okay, harmful or dangerous weapons. While there are different types of harmful or dangerous content, the one we'll focus on most in your training is content that involves weapons. Oh no, I might hurt somebody with a weapon. Violence is bad, okay? My God, the tone of this sounds like this was written by a woman. This sounds like we're talking to a kindergartner. Listen, I'm going to read this like a kindergarten teacher. While there are different types of harmful or dangerous content, the one we're going to focus on today, kids, in most of your training is the content that involves weapons, okay? Now, content that encourages dangerous or illegal activities that risks serious physical harm or death isn't allowed on YouTube. No, no, no. We also don't allow other harmful or illegal behaviors like instructions on hacking to steal personal data. So that's an example of something else, but mostly we only care about the weapons, okay? Now, we may allow content that includes these activities or behaviors if the video has educational, documentary, or scientific, maybe artistic content. These exceptions aren't a pass to upload harmful or dangerous content. Keep that in mind, okay? We also may age restrict videos with this content, with this kind of content, okay? So here's your first question, kids. Are you ready? Rosa received a rifle kit from a distributor. She uploads a video in which she assembles the firearm from the kit. All the parts are complete and they do not require any additional modification or fabrication to be assembled, and the firearm is serialized. Is this a violation? Yes, it is, because you are not allowed to show firearms being assembled. Oh, no, not quite. I guess you can. Although this content shows how to assemble a firearm, it doesn't provide instructions for how to make a firearm. So you can assemble it, but you can't make it? What's the difference? It's up to them.
But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best.
Okay, Olga. And it's funny, this is hilarious how it's all women, right? Because we live in modern times, right? And violence is equally done by women and men, because women and men are equally violent and attracted to weapons. Olga uploads a tutorial video about a website that lets you bypass a login and access a popular movie streaming service for free. She shows how she signed up and proves that it works by playing a clip of her favorite show. Normally, you have to pay to watch the streaming service, but by using this method, you don't have to pay. Is this a violation, kids? Yep. A local news station runs a story about the danger of police pranks, in which they show a clip of someone calling in a threat to the police to get a police team sent to their friend's home. A news anchor talks about how these pranks have resulted in people getting seriously hurt and during encounters with the police. Is this a violation? Lei buys an unfinished 80% lower receiver, which is a component of a firearm. It comes with a kit that contains other components of firearms. Lei shows footage of, it's himself. Oh, finally, we have a guy. Lei shows footage of himself drilling into the lower receiver to finish it, allowing the firearm to accept the trigger and the rest of the parts from the kit. Sri is a 20-year-old vlogger. We've had one boy so far and five. One boy and five. Sri is a 20-year-old vlogger. She uploads a review of a new vape pen. Ooh, very unhealthy, kids. We don't want to vape, no. And different flavors of tobacco. In the video, Sri shows clips of her and her friends using the vape pen. She does not provide links or other information facilitating the sale of these products. Is this a violation? Well, she's 20, but she's showing vaping. I don't know if you're allowed to show vaping on YouTube, because they don't really allow cigarette smoking. It's kind of the same thing. She doesn't. I'm going to say yes, it is. It's a hard one. Let's just go. We've had a lot of yeses. Let's go with no, it isn't. Watch me get this one wrong. Oh, I got it right. Noor. What's up with all these weird ass names? I'm on English speaking American YouTube. How about some American names? Even Shaniqua is an American name. How about William or Betsy or I don't know, Wilma? Let's go to the old school names from our grandmothers. These are American names. I'm on American YouTube, and 90% of my audience is in America. Why are we getting all these foreign sounding names in this re-education camp here? Noor posts a video about firearm regulation loopholes. She explains how solvent traps, which are accessories used in cleaning firearms, are often converted into firearm suppressors or silencers. She says the conversion process is quite simple, but she does not provide instructions. Select all the correct answers, kids. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can be educational, apparently. I'm going to hold them to this. I'm going to literally make this exact video. Answer 3 is correct. All right. Literally, this is what you get when you put some underwater basket weaving freaking liberal arts major female in charge of the men on YouTube to lecture down to us like we're children, because she literally thinks we're children, right? and she's writing this and she wants to trick you with this multiple choice. It's like, this is so ridiculous. How am I supposed to know what your policies mean, right? They're so vague. You can interpret them however you want. I didn't violate any of these things in my video. Fatima, this is my son's friend was named Fatima. She was from Africa. She's like a little African girl, Muslim, wearing her headdress and everything, whatever that's called. Not the burqa, but the one that lets her whole face show. All right. Again, no American names because we got to be woke. Fatima is an exercise vlogger. She tells her viewers she wants to make sure they can use her exercises anytime and anywhere. Fatima shows them how to use a website she found that helps viewers download YouTube videos. Downloading YouTube content is against the terms of service unless expressly authorized with prior permission from YouTube. Fatima discourages people from downloading other creators' content, but says she gives her subscribers permission to download her content from the platform. Is this a violation, kids? Yes. See, all this hoity-toity, high idealistic thing of making the world safe by outlawing firearms, and what it just comes down to is absolutely not, do not, we own your content, you will not put it anywhere else, we want to make that money on it, you gave it to us, it's fucking ours, and don't you dare let anybody watch it without, getting our ads. We need to make that money. Like, this is the bottom line at YouTube, right? We all know that. Nice work. Yay, you completed the training. We appreciate you taking the time to help us. Keep YouTube safe. Check our community guidelines anytime you're unsure about posting content. Bye. My warning will expire on May 11th. And, if I violate the harmful or dangerous policy again before the warning expires, I'll get a strike. If you violate a different policy, you'll get another warning with the opportunity to take another training. Yeah, so a good thing I haven't made any videos for months and months anyway. I don't think it's going to be hard for me to not upload for another 90 days. That's the ludicrous part about this, is that I already wasn't making videos. But hey, you know what? To the woman who wrote that stupid quiz and to the other females there at YouTube who think they can talk to me like I'm a child, and you don't understand violence. You just don't. You don't. And you don't understand that your men, the men from your group, and you have a group, your men protect you because they know how to use violence that you do not. Violence exists. Might makes right. Have you heard that? We would love to live under rule of law, but whenever things get nasty, we always default to might makes right as animals. And we are just big animals, big hairless apes in the great ape family. Violence inevitably is a part of life. Men practice violence, we're good at it. And talking to us like we're infants is farcical. I am laughing at you. And yet I would still lay my life down to defend the weak and the helpless. I'm here to help you if you're part of my group, right? If you're one of the group that's attacking me, maybe, purple-haired, man-hating, antinatalist types. You should be in my group, but you're not. So I don't think I'd lay down my life for you. But if you're here with earnest, good intentions, I would. And you need us. You need us men. There's a whole bunch of other men, 50% of the population of the world, in fact. There's a whole bunch of other men from other places that want to use violence against you. And we're here to protect you. But if you talk down to us and take away all of our power, guess who's going to reap the just deserts of that action? All right. Well, anybody else that suffered through this whole video, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get back to real content at some point. Have a great day. Bye.